This is my film review for the story Frankenstein, the 1994 version. After watching the film Frankenstein in comparison with the novel, the film adaptation has many more benefits to the pathos of the audience than the novel. Now, I understand that in the novel, you get to see the thoughts and feelings of the creature, but I feel as though the emotions portrayed on the screen were more appealing to the audience. Frankenstein was a story of a man testing his luck and creating something even he was too horrified to face. Disability, loneliness, and ostracism are prevalent themes in the creature's life. I would give this movie 8 out of 10 stars. This is because, while I felt it was true to the story, there were some differences. I also noticed that it was easier to feel intense sympathy for the creature during the movie than in the novel. This may be because I can see his body language and facial expressions, which makes it easier to know his intentions. There were a few scenes of great significance that helped to portray the true vision of the story. The cholera outbreak was a significant scene in the story by showing how quickly society treated the creature poorly. The townspeople immediately assumed that the creature had cholera, and their idea was to kill him. He was in a vulnerable situation, having just found out how his own creator felt about him, and he was broken. This is the first of many scenes that did a fantastic job of showing the origin of the creature's isolation. I believe the film did a great job showing how the creature learned to read. The entirety of the house scene was significant. When he was staying with the pigs, just observing this family and learning how to read. Especially at the end of this scene. The creature talks to DeLacy, who is blind. DeLacy does not know what the creature looks like, so he engages in conversations with the creature, making him feel included. Until DeLacy's family arrived home, and upon seeing the creature with him, immediately threw him out. I believe the scene of the creature burning down their house was very well done. They had the creature standing in front of the flames and looking very victorious. It made the audience feel the same. And this scene was truly significant because it shows how someone who does not know what the creature looks like is more willing to treat him like normal than someone who does know and can see. And until DeLacy felt the creature's face, DeLacy had no idea just what the creature looked like and even the fact that he was different. So inclusion is possible. Just in the story, it's showing that it's possible by not knowing. While reading a story about a deformed, lonely creature crying, you may feel slight sadness, but witnessing the creature become so vulnerable in such a human way truly tugged at my heartstrings. Jumping forward a little, the quote, "You gave me life and then you left me to die," was something that I feel was better to be seen than read. While I love reading myself, the facial expressions and body language of the film add another layer. The end of this film was executed very well. The way they were able to portray Elizabeth's death and resurrection, not to mention her lighting herself on fire and falling to her death. This is another scene in which the film did a wonderful job with the fire. The whole mansion then lit on fire and was engulfed by the flames. Then there's the real end to the story. Victor is attempting to get away from the creature and goes out into the cold. While trying to get away, though, Victor caught pneumonia and died from it. During his funeral, the creature caught up to the ship Victor was on and got on the same chunk of ice as Victor's body. He then lit Victor on fire, and as Victor is engulfed in flames, so is his creation. Overall, the story was very moving by telling a story of what it can be like to disclude someone because of what they look like. It shows the true disability of the story by showing how unaccepting society is. I believe the film did a better job of appealing to the pathos of the audience due to the way they were able to add music in the background, portray facial expressions, and use intense body language.